Does sex get better over time with the same partner, or do you become bored? Ladies, let me ask you something that many women think about but few are willing to say out loud. Why is it that some couples who have been together for 20 years still look deeply in love, still flirt with each other, still seem attracted to each other, while other couples start feeling disconnected after just a few years? Does sex actually get better with the same partner over time, or is boredom inevitable? Is excitement something that naturally fades no matter who you're with? Today, we're having a real conversation about intimacy, desire, attraction, and what actually happens when two people spend years sharing their lives and their bodies with each other. And I want you to stay until the end because the answer might surprise you. Before we begin, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy honest conversations about relationships, femininity, maturity, and personal growth. Give this video a thumbs up, and in the comments, tell me, do you believe long-term relationships improve intimacy, or do they make it harder to keep the spark alive? Now let's get into it. The big myth most people believe. One of the biggest myths society teaches us is that passion automatically dies with time. We see movies constantly glorifying the excitement of something new, the first date, the butterflies, the mystery, the chase. And because we're constantly exposed to that message, many people begin to assume that excitement and familiarity cannot coexist. But here's what maturity teaches you. Newness creates excitement. Depth creates satisfaction. Those are not the same thing. Many women spend years chasing excitement without realizing they're sacrificing the deeper connection that only time can create. And that brings us to something many people don't fully understand. What actually gets better over time? When you're with the same partner for years, something interesting happens. You stop performing. You stop trying to impress each other every second. You stop worrying about looking perfect. You become more comfortable, more authentic, more honest. And that honesty can create a level of intimacy that's impossible in a brand new relationship. You know each other's habits. You understand each other's emotions. You can often tell what's wrong without a single word being spoken. That emotional closeness often strengthens physical intimacy because trust allows people to relax and become more present with one another. And ladies, emotional safety is one of the most underrated ingredients in maintaining attraction over time. But here's where many couples make a mistake. They assume comfort is enough, and that's where boredom starts creeping in. Boredom isn't caused by time. This is something I wish more women understood. Time doesn't create boredom. Neglect creates boredom. Think about it. People stay interested in hobbies they've had for decades. People remain passionate about careers they've worked in for years. People still enjoy favorite foods they've eaten hundreds of times. So why do we assume relationships are different? The reality is that many couples stop investing in each other. They stop dating. They stop flirting. They stop showing curiosity. They stop paying attention. And then they blame time. But time wasn't the problem. The lack of effort was. Which leads us to the next important truth. The role of curiosity in long-term attraction. One reason relationships become stagnant is because people believe they already know everything about their partner. But human beings are constantly evolving. The woman you are today is not the same woman you were 5 years ago. Your dreams change, your fears change, your priorities change, your perspective changes, and the same is true for your partner. The healthiest couples never stop learning each other. They stay curious, they keep asking questions, they continue discovering new layers, and curiosity creates connection. Connection creates attraction. Attraction helps keep intimacy alive. Notice how each piece builds on the next. Nothing exists in isolation. Why some long-term couples have better sex than new couples? This might sound shocking, but many long-term couples report feeling more fulfilled than they did in the early years. Why? Because they know each other deeply. Communication becomes easier. Trust becomes stronger. Self-consciousness often decreases. They understand each other's emotional needs better. They know what makes their partner feel appreciated.
They know how to reconnect after disagreements, and that emotional foundation often creates a richer experience than the excitement of simply being with someone new. The problem is that many people focus only on intensity. Mature people eventually learn to appreciate consistency, and consistency is where lasting connection lives. But there is still one challenge every couple must face: the danger of taking each other for granted. Nothing damages attraction faster than feeling invisible. When appreciation disappears, resentment slowly takes its place. When effort disappears, distance begins to grow. When gratitude disappears, connection weakens. Many women don't necessarily miss excitement. They miss feeling valued. They miss feeling seen. They miss feeling chosen every single day. The strongest relationships understand this. They don't rely on feelings alone. They create habits that nurture connection. Small compliments, meaningful conversations, shared experiences, thoughtful gestures, consistent appreciation. These simple things often do more for intimacy than grand romantic gestures. The real answer. So does sex get better with the same partner over time? The honest answer is it can. But it doesn't happen automatically. Time can deepen intimacy. Time can strengthen trust. Time can build emotional connection. Time can create a level of comfort and understanding that new relationships simply cannot offer. But if effort disappears, boredom can absolutely take its place. The secret isn't finding someone new every few years. The secret is continuing to discover new things about the person you've already chosen. Because attraction isn't something you find once, it's something you continue creating together. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you think intimacy becomes better with time, or do you believe keeping the spark alive requires constant work? Share your experiences in the comments below. If you enjoyed this conversation, don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and share it with another woman who appreciates honest discussions about relationships and personal growth. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.